Hello everybody and welcome back, where today we have some exciting news for PSVR2. Now, to set the scene here, I do keep my eye on all VR, not just PSVR2. I've made quite a few PC VR videos. I love a lot of games over there, and more specifically, I've been checking out the coverage on a lot of PCVR mods and PCVR ports done by a newly opened studio called FLATTOVR. They specialize in taking flat screen games and either modding them, as they used to very frequently, to actually porting full games to VR, and some exciting news has actually come up with that regarding PSVR2. When the studio opened, I assumed for whatever reason they'd just be focusing on PC. PC is the easiest, I guess, but now they've actually been commissioned to make PSVR2 games and ports, it seems, and we've gotten this through two very exciting tweets. Now, the first one says they have a PSVR2 dev kit. Now, this doesn't mean they're making some big AAA PSVR2 port like Resident Evil or anything like that, but it does mean they've requested one and they're doing work with PSVR2 as a piece of hardware, which is awesome. I believe these are officially requested by Sony, they send them over, and they need all like the permissions for that, so very exciting times just hearing that. But they go on to say we have the source code for some cool games. Well, I guess we better get busy. The exciting part for me about this first statement here is the source code mention, because that means they've already been given access to some games fully to explore and to look at porting options and how they would work. No game studio or dev team gives away source code just on a whim. Usually it means there's some sort of agreement been made for a port or a deal or something in place there for them to give away that code and give it to another developer, and it seems that is the case here. So that is very, very exciting as potential of what they could be porting, and we'll get into what the fan base overall of PSVR and what I think they'll be porting first based on some information that's gone around. But secondly, I do just want to clarify that these are proper PSVR2 ports, not just half-assed mods without any permissions, as they do clarify in their second tweet, saying they're more ports akin to Resident Evil, not in terms of, say, quality, because it is an indie studio. So we're not going to get big AAA VR games, at least not at the start, maybe as the company expands further down the line. But for now, we're looking at very, very high quality VR ports, but not ones of massive, massive IPs. I wouldn't say so, because a massive IP, especially ones owned by Sony or Capcom, if they wanted a port done, they would give it to one of their existing studios, not FLATTOVR, I would think. But you never know. But for now, we're looking at official ports and not just thrown together mods by FLATTOVR of existing IPs from probably smaller studios. So that's very exciting to hear that they've got the full permissions on that and it's going ahead. But finally, what will they probably be porting first? Well, Reddit user The Desecrator over on the PSVR subreddit, thank you to them for actually piecing these bits of information together, has seemingly found the answer to what one of their first games could be. They say they've hinted that their first game went viral on PC and Switch and may arrive as early as the end of this year, which is a great development time. If they can get a game out by the end of this year, when they've just got their dev kits now, that will be absolutely nuts. The only game they can think of that makes sense is Neon White. One of the FLATTOVR founders already did a great mod of that, so this will go a bit faster than something unfamiliar. It came out on PC and Switch first, now also on PS5, and sort of went viral when it came out. Due to the graphical style and already running on Switch, it might have a chance of actually running on a standalone as well, meeting their goals of porting for PC, PSVR2 and standalone. They said Quest, but I don't think they want to rule out Pico. After that, no clue. But I doubt it's any Sony games. Sony already has plenty of VR-capable studios. Huge kudos if they did actually manage to get a Sony IP though. I completely agree with the last part of this statement. As I just said before, don't think Sony's going to be throwing out any IPs towards them, at least not now. But it's exciting to see a PC and originally Switch game coming over, and especially one as kind of hectic as what Neon White seems to be, which is a first-person single-player speedrunning FPS game where you basically kill demons in heaven, which seems like a very interesting and stylized concept. And I think if they pull that off, this is going to be quite an intense VR game, but really exciting to see something like this ported over if they do get it working. So yeah, that's the news for today. Very exciting. FLATTOVR are dipping their feet in PSVR2 at the moment. I'm sure this will mean more exciting things in the quite far future, but for the near future, we've got an exciting possible game port by the end of the year, and the announcement that FLATTOVR is actually on board with our piece of hardware and our platform, which is just awesome to see. So thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. Are you excited about this announcement? Are you still holding out hope for a Sony IP to be ported? What are your thoughts? Please do let me know. Thank you again to our patrons as well. Luke Bentley, Phil Irving, Hazit Mirza, and Ace Gamer. Your guys' support allow the channel to keep going day after day and week after week. If you want to support the Patreon or the YouTube membership, the links are in the description below, as is the Discord. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.